Hey there, new and old friends. Welcome back to the channel. If you've been here for a while, you've noticed I haven't made any new videos for 2 to 3 years. And if you're new here, this video is going to explain a lot about who I am, how I work, and what you can expect going forward. Today, I want to talk honestly about why I stepped away from YouTube, what has changed in my personal life, and what's changed in the market. Why am I back now? And what this channel is going to look like moving forward here in Vancouver, Southwest Washington, and the Portland metro area. This isn't hype, it is a reset. And I think transparency matters, especially in real estate. So who's this channel for? Buyers trying to make sense of the high interest rate, and people relocating or who already live in Vancouver, Southwest Washington, or Portland metro. That I'm going to provide information that at many times is going to conflict with the stuff on the national news, which is always looking for headlines and ways to catch your attention. If that's you, this channel may well be worth your time. So first of all, my personal shift. I was living in a floating home, and in January of 2023, we moved to 5 acres in Southwest Washington, Clark County. And when you move on acreage, unless you buy a pristine, perfectly manicured property, there's always things that need to be done. So that took a lot of my time. And like a floating home, living on acreage with chickens and goats, for instance, requires amassing new skills and putting those into practice. And that's hopefully what you guys will do on this channel. Acreage comes with some unique sets of skills which you must learn. So moving on to acreage requires learning new skills, learning new maintenance practices. And this puts time constraints on the amount of time I was able to spend in real estate. A lot of people don't anticipate the amount of time it's going to take when you make a move to get settled. And this has brought me a whole new sense of appreciation for what my clients go through once I hand them the keys. So what else changed? High interest rates. So let's talk about the real estate side, because this was a bigger factor. Interest rates climbed extremely fast, and when interest rates climb like that, 3 things happen. Buyer demand slows. Sellers hesitate. Transaction volume drops. In other words, the number of clients that I was helping put into new homes went down. That's not my opinion, it's the math. When rates are high, buyers qualify for less, monthly payments rise. For instance, at the peak low interest rates, a $400,000 home you could buy for about $2,300 a month. At 7%, it's more like $3,500 a month for the same house. So during this period, my production slowed significantly. YouTube works best when people are active and looking for information because they want to make a move. When the market stalls, online engagement does as well, especially for local service-based channels. So you may ask, why didn't I just power through it? And I want to address this directly. You'll hear advice like, just keep posting no matter what. That works for some creators, but for local real estate agents, content has to align with reality. I wasn't interested in fear-based videos, clickbait panic, or pretending the market was something that it was not. When there's low momentum, pushing content just to stay visible often hurts credibility more than it helps. So instead, I focused on keeping my business stable, serving existing clients and referrals, and waiting for the right structure to re-engage. Recently, I was invited onto a real estate team, and I could not pass it up. This was a strategic move, not a reactive one. And here's why it matters. It provides me with immediate income stability, strong back-end support, and consistent opportunity. This stability is critical because it allows me to do YouTube the right way, not chasing leads, not desperate for new customers, and not burning out. Now I can focus on education, local market clarity, and of course, as always, long-term relationships, which is exactly the reason this channel existed in the first place. So why am I re-engaging with my YouTube clients? And at this time, we have over 50,000 views on the channel. It has slowed recently because I have not been producing new content, but I am making a commitment to doing a video each week. So a lot of you originally found me on YouTube. Many of you reached out. Some of you planned moves yet paused. Some of you are still watching quietly. This team structure allows me to re-engage with my YouTube clients in a meaningful way, without pressure, without rushing client decisions, and without pretending the market is easy. That's important to me. So what will this channel be looking like going forward? Honest, local updates for Vancouver, Southwest Washington, and the Portland region. Pricing reality for buyers and sellers. I will make one prediction right now. We believe that as interest rates fall, whether it becomes from the Fed, replacing the Fed chair, or it comes from buying mortgage-backed securities, which is what they did during COVID to bring the rates down so low, we are going to see interest rates come down. I never expect them to get down below 3% again, barring some major catastrophe or economic meltdown. But interest rates should get in the 4s here before too long this year. At that point, we have a tremendous amount of pent-up people owning homes at 3% or less who have been wanting to move but weren't willing to do that, going from 2% to 7%. But a lot of these people are going to say, this is about as good as it gets, and now we're going to make that move. And for this reason, we should see inventory go up, and also with lower interest rates, more opportunities for buyers. We are looking for 2026 to be a transition year into a hot real estate market in our area. If you've watched this far, I appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying or selling now or later, subscribe so you don't miss future updates. If you've reached out from the past or plan to in the future, know that I'm fully back and fully engaged and here to help when the time is right for you. Thanks for being here, and find my contact information below the video in the Show More section. And one last thing, I'm back in the saddle again. Anyway, catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.